I Ghostbuster, lo squalo, Jurassic Park. Mi sentivo in paradiso, in quel Luna Park.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey everybody, Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We're wrapping up the NBA regular season in style here on 2K Sports. Tonight, it'll be
Welcome, everyone, to this 2K Sports broadcast live in Milwaukee at BMO Harris Bradley Center. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. And for the Milwaukee Bucks, they come into tonight's game after the loss.
And that was a stinker. I mean, that's one of those games where you really can't find anything that they did well. The game just got out of hand and really just a shaky performance across the board.
Yeah, and I'd have to agree with you. And you know how optimistic and positive I am. But it's hard for me to find anything positive to take away from that. That's a game you just want to forget about as soon as you can.
You've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. So for New Orleans right now, Irving is out there with Bradley. Then there's Favors, and there's Iguodala. And it's Drummond in at the center.
And watching Andre Drummond play, he's really just an old school type center. I mean, he eats up space in the middle and finishes plays in close. Not a skilled guy who can pull a defender away from the basket.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Parsons with a screen on Irving. Nance a screen. Harden kicks to Parsons. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
Outstanding presence of mind. Harden is constantly looking for the open shooter.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Drummond a screen. Bradley kicks to Iguodala. Back to Bradley. Shot clock at 6. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. It goes on Chandler Parsons.
And Avery Bradley won the national high school title at Findlay Prep and was considered a top 5 prospect. Some had him even at number 1, and still after 1 season at Texas, he fell to the Celtics at 19 in that 2010 draft.
Now, here is Harden. He's coming off a 28-point game again.
And they were just struggling to stop him. They sent him to the line over and over, and the free throws were a big part of the game.
Love Harden's elusiveness. This guy's so elusive. Finds ways to get the room he needs to shoot from the mid-range just the way he wants to.
Drummond sets the screen for Irving. Puts up a 3. And no good. Now the Bucks take it the other way. And Bradley, a great athlete. He won the dunk contest in high school. Terrific player. But he's not a big highlight player, it seems, in the NBA, Greg.
Yeah, you know, his strength and explosiveness more on display defensively, and that's been his meal ticket. He's added skill, though. He's turned the corner and has become a two-way threat. Fruitful possession, just doing what they can to extend the lead.
Yeah, that's tremendous efficiency there. I mean, you like seeing them put together these types of plays.
And it's Drummond missing.
Well, that's a devastating miss there. You got to convert on these easy layups deep inside.
Parsons dishes to Harden. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Looks for Thomas, gets it to him. And the lead now, double digits on that bucket. Thomas got 6.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. Defeated by the Pacers in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
And they had a ton of missed opportunities at the foul line. That's always a game changer.
Yeah, you don't want to leave that lettuce at the line, man. Easy points available at the free throw line. You got to cash those in.
Now here's Bradley. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. And again, no good by New Orleans. Harden with it. He's picked up by Irving. Drummond working against Parsons. Pass to Valanciunas. 5 to shoot. Tries again, and he sinks the layup.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Bradley against Thomas. Outside Bradley. They set the pick. Drummond a screen. Bradley passes to Irving. It's good from long range. Irving's got it back down to within single digits for New Orleans.
I love the three-point shooting of Irving. Excellent at dialing it in from deep, and you've got to respect his range.
And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. We've got more in store for you right after this. Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start the second quarter. Milwaukee leading by 9. So for New Orleans right now, Iguodala out there with Favors. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then there's Andre Drummond. And it's Bradley in at the 2 spot. Here's Harden. The baseline jumper goes down. Harden's got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for the Bucks. And so it's New Orleans with it. They're getting their first look of the season at the Bucks in this one.
And last year, an entertaining season series between the two ended up battling to a draw.
Well, you look at these teams, evenly matched, similar capabilities. That makes for exciting games. We'll see if that's the case tonight.
And the NBA has had coaches who are as legendary as any player. With that in mind, Clark, who is your pick as the greatest coach of all time?
Man, I can't even begin to have an answer for that one. There's some guys that jump out, though, when you think about that list, who would be on it. Greg Popovich for sure. Phil Jackson would have to be included on that list. Fred Auerbach. Chuck Daly for the way he was able to manage his players. Pat Riley, you'd have to consider him as part of being on somebody worthy of that list as well. And I'll even go back a little farther and throw Lenny Wilkins in the mix. I thought he was really good with a number of different teams that he coached.
It's deflected, and they get it back. Bucks leading by 9. Valanciunas in the high post. Goes up at the stripe. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Valanciunas has got his second basket.
Nice job exploiting that mismatch. Realized he had a smaller defender on him and went right to the mid-range jam.
Favors with the screen. Drummond working against Parsons. Yep, it goes in, and the Milwaukee lead is cut down now to just 9 on the basket from Drummond.
And, you know, Drummond is an experienced big man now, and because of that, he's gained confidence and has no problem shooting over the defense inside.
Harden outside. Back to Valanciunas over Iguodala, and the shot falls short this time. Pelicans trail by 9. And a big story for the Bucks team is that they are slated to play their last season here at the BMO Harris Bradley Center. And then starting in 2018, they'll be playing next door at what should be a beautiful complex.
Yeah, and it was part of the plan to keep the Bucks happy and playing here in Milwaukee. Goal is to have the venue act as a new centerpiece for the downtown district, and it seems like a fantastic place to build a state-of-the-art NBA arena.
And now the Pelicans on the break. Launches the 3. It's not going to go for him. And Milwaukee will come the other way. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Irving against Harden. And he comes up with the deuce. Harden's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Superb body control from Harden. When he's driving inside the defense, doesn't really have much they can do to stop him.
Irving kicks to Drummond. Now the pass to Bradley. And the rejection by Harden. Parsons attacking. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
Boy, he had a nice look at it after drawing the foul. Boy, it would have been nice to get an and one there.
and they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
And Greg, definitely that's one of the reasons they're in front right now. Love that aggressive mentality, constantly looking to put the ball in the basket.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Out left to the wing. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two.
Boy, Valanciunas, a mountain of a man, a solid big guy who scores well and provides a lot of length and muscle inside.
Good on the second free throw. 15 seconds left in the first half. Now here's Bradley. Irving kicks to Bradley. It's good from long range.
And Irving is comfortable running the offense. When a teammate's open, he's quick.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half.
It's the 2K Sports
It is a
halftime show.
good game we have here after one half of play. Milwaukee came out looking very confident. They literally blew up on both ends of the floor. Well, not literally, but they did go on a 13-1 run. They were able to string together a nice set of offensive plays to finish, and we're just about ready for the start.
Welcome back to the Great Lakes. We're back on the shores of Lake Michigan here in Milwaukee, in the buildings in the background at Sunset in Wisconsin. Bucks leading by 5. They've got Jonas Valanciunas, Isaiah Thomas out there with Harden, and it's Nance, and it's Parsons in at the center filling out the middle. That's the group for Milwaukee right now.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
Down low, a flawless finish on the alley-oop.
And what an alley-oop. Those two read each other so well.
It's a play I'm sure they love to run.
And as the receiver, he doesn't feel the need to go for the monster finish that time. I mean, laying it up for the 2 points worked out just fine.
Thomas, good.
That was some slick passing from Harden on that one.
Pelicans trail by 9. And Isaiah Thomas, the 60th and final pick of the 2011 draft. Greg, he definitely plays with a chip on his shoulder.
Yeah, I call it the little man syndrome. He's driven to prove himself. I mean, he's overcome the odds. In league history, only 9 players 5'9" or shorter have played 1,000 minutes or more in a season. And he's not just playing, he's playing at the highest level.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. Mark, we've seen the bench celebration become almost an art form in the NBA over the past few seasons. Are you surprised this is a thing now?
Not at all. Again, when everything is captured and documented, and you're going to have creativity and attention-grabbing celebration, so it's just part of the landscape.
Bradley with the ball. Drummond a screen. Bradley kicks to Irving. Iguodala. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Guys, they've had a solid start to the second half offensively. Gotten good looks, and they've made 3 out of 4 of them.
Nance outside. Valanciunas with a screen on Iguodala. And the basket by Harden. Harden's got 8 points.
And still perfect in the second half. 4 straight makes.
Iguodala against Valanciunas. And with that, the Bucks lead is cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from Iguodala. Clark, thinking back to all the players you played with, was there one player who you just instantly clicked with on the floor?
Herb Williams was a teammate of mine for 2 years in college at Ohio State, then a couple of years with the Indiana Pacers in my pro career. He's one of the smartest and best teammates that I ever played with. Had a really good understanding and feel for the game, had a terrific motor, Excellent touch, really good athlete for a guy that was 6'11", and is a dear friend. So he was probably my favorite teammate. And, you know, when I went to the Pacers, he had been there the year before and really broke me into the NBA in terms of things that needed to happen off the court to help me be the best I could be. So I'm indebted to Herb for his friendship and his mentorship as I made it from college. Well, actually from high school to college, and then from college to the pros.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
And Favors kicks to Irving. Favors with the screen. Lobs it up for Favors. The alley-oop layup. Very well done.
Well, it's fun watching Irving share the ball. I mean, when he concentrates on running the offense, this team is really dangerous.
And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. And Larry Nance Jr., son of three-time NBA All-Star Larry Nance, and both of them known for their big-time dunking ability.
Well, you know what I like to say, Kevin? You can't run away from the DNA. His father was the NBA's first dunk contest champion, and Junior has some highlight reel dunks of his own, especially that one everybody perhaps saw over Brook Lopez. What a punch.
You're right.
And the offense starting to click for them this half. They've raised that field goal percentage quite a bit since the break.
Nance a screen. Step back shot. No good off the back of the rim. Pelicans trail by 6. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Drummond with a screen on Thomas. And here's Iguodala outside. Milwaukee with the rebound. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Harden dishes to Thomas. Valanciunas with a screen on Irving. Feeds to Valanciunas. Just 3 on the clock, and that's 2 points on the layup. Valanciunas has got 7.
And he's pretty relentless inside. Valanciunas gets after it down low. It might not always look pretty, but he makes the most of his chances in the paint.
And so it's Milwaukee in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. A good size advantage, and they'll look to increase it. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. Let's take a listen now to Alvin Gentry.
Guys, we got to be more solid, okay?
Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up. 2K Sports, happy to have you with us. So for New Orleans right now, they've got Drummond. Kyrie Irving is out there with Avery Bradley. And there's Iguodala. And it's Favors in at the power forward. Favors with the screen. Here's Bradley. Second chance effort, and Favors kicks to Bradley, and on the way from Irving for 3, gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
Favors with the screen. Goes back up. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on Jonas Valanciunas.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
And the thing that really sticks out when you look at Derek Favors, his defensive versatility. You know, he can guard the 4s or the 5s on the inside or out, and to have a player like that allows your team to excel.
Nance a screen. They set the screen. Thomas with the ball, now guarded by Bradley. No problems knocking that one down. 13 points for James Harden. And despite Favors' size and strength, he really moves his feet well.
And that's tremendously valuable in today's NBA. The ability to stay in front of smaller men in switches and pick and rolls. He has terrific lateral mobility.
Harden kicks to Valanciunas. Back to Harden. Thomas a screen. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Yeah, still moving a little bit when he set that screen. He'll argue that he was set, but I really didn't think so.
It was very close, and I wouldn't mind letting them play on that one. It wasn't blatant by any means.
Irving passes to Drummond. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got his 6th assist on the night.
He doesn't do some of the damage that other big men do on the perimeter, but inside, Drummond's got just as much game as anybody.
Nance, right side. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. No luck that time either. Pelicans trail by 3. Iguodala dishes to Irving. They get it back. And there's Favors putting it right back in.
And if you came to see offense, folks, then you are getting your money's worth.
Yeah, you're getting all the snap, crackle, and pop you want from a scoring standpoint in this one. I just hope you didn't come to see any D, because if you did, you've been in for a long day.
Iguodala kicks to Irving. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. That is his first foul of the game.
It's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
To the middle, here's Nance. And just miss after miss right now. New Orleans has gone 2 of 3 in the 4th quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Outside Irving. To take the lead. The putback sinks it.
Oh, I like the activity of Drummond on the glass. I mean, he's so big and active. Excellent timing and hands, always pounding and grinding for offensive rebounds.
Timeout called, the Bucks. They're trailing by 1. 51 seconds left in the 4th quarter. And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Kyrie Irving.
And Kevin, his three-point shooting has been a big key. 12 of his points have come from downtown, and those points didn't come cheaply. He's worked hard on the perimeter aspect of his game and got good high-percentage shots.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, during the break, I listened to what the head coach from Milwaukee was getting across to his team in the huddle. He told them this game wasn't over yet. He said, don't give up. If you make a few big plays, we're right back in this game. Stay the course. Back to you, Kevin.
And Valanciunas, no good on that one. So, guys, it comes down to this.
Time for your stars to shine.
Kicks it out to Bradley. Misses the 3. About 3 seconds between shot and gameplay. Harden against Irving. Harden gets to Valanciunas. Nance outside. Just 5 on the clock. He dishes it to Harden. Buries it from outside.
Got to make anybody besides Harden shoot the ball there. I mean, he doesn't feel the pressure. He embraces this stuff. It's right in his wheelhouse. Make somebody else shoot it.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. They trail by 4. 5 seconds left in the 4th quarter. What's your take, guys?
Well, they'll need a very quick basket out of this timeout.
Yeah, and even if they get it and then get a quick foul, I'm not sure there's enough time even under that scenario.
And you got to admire Irving in these situations. Doesn't let pressure overwhelm him. In fact, he embraces it.
So it's the Bucks who come out on top here. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are...
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about does it.